First off, when we think about farm to school in the Moscow area, greater Moscow area, there's two components. There's an educational component that happens in the classroom and hands-on with students getting out in school gardens or doing growing of some sort. And then there's getting local and regional food into the dining hall so that students are eating it in school lunch. In the Moscow School District, there are 3 schools that are working on school gardens. McDonald School has a beautiful school garden that has expanded, and Moscow Middle School is looking to start a school garden, and then our Paradise Creek Regional High School has a garden. The food from those gardens is actually put out as self-serve. It's not incorporated into the menus of the school because they can't count on how much and are not producing enough. So Mimi shared that they really started Farm to School in 2000 when they started buying apples from a Washington growers cooperative. And so they have been having regional food within our school district. They also are buying from local farmers. From 8 to 9 farmers, Mimi has to work with them individually, and she's buying really large quantities. She might be buying 300 pounds at a time or 200 pounds at a time. Last fall, they did a lot of different fruits, cucumbers, tomatoes, watermelon, through their distributors, which include Food Service of America. They can get regional legumes, and they get them that come from the Pacific Northwest Farmers Co-op. And so they have some food that continually throughout the year is regional because it does come through FSA. They also have gotten some donations from the Idaho Pea and Lentil Commission, and they have generally used those around recipe development. So to go the next step, she needs some growers that can grow the quantities that she needs to have in the school district and be able to know that that's going to be coming in week after week. She needs a way that she can get it so she doesn't have to call 8 or 9 farmers because that's really time intense. So thinking about Link or something like Palouse Grown Market would be helpful. And it'd also be helpful to have delivery to the different schools. So with Palouse Prairie School of Expeditionary Learning, we're unique in the Moscow area in that we are not chartered underneath the Moscow School District. We are chartered by the state. And as a public tuition-free charter school, we have a lot of flexibility in what that we can do. And a couple years ago, 3 years ago actually, we had an intern from the University of Idaho that researched how we might do farm to school because we contract for our lunches. Found out we can contract with a local caterer to get lunch. And we did that for 2 years with Gladish Commercial Kitchen in Pullman because they were a vendor that could work with us. That became onerous for us in terms of a couple things. We had to hand wash our dishes when we first started. We didn't have any type of automated dishwashing. It took a lot of staff time to go to Pullman and back and get that food. And so other things weren't happening in the school that we really need to happen because somebody had to go there. So we discontinued that, and we're looking at some other options that we have. In the meantime, we have institutionalized farm to school in the educational curriculum of the school. So in kindergarten, we have a plant curriculum. It's an expedition, which is really deep learning that takes place in the spring. That's going to happen every year no matter who the teacher is. And so students are growing plants in our greenhouse. One year they did this bottle pop greenhouse. They always have a service project, so our kindergartners have been at the Tuesday Growers Market talking about plants and doing plantings. We have gotten grant funding from Blue Cross of Idaho Foundation where we actually installed a commercial dishwasher in our kitchen. We got a drinking fountain, we have filtered water, and we were able to start doing tastings of local foods. So while we're not being able to feature things in our lunch, we're bringing things into the lunchroom. So we did a whole series of different hummuses made from different legumes that are grown in our region. We've tasted different greens. And now this year we're really excited because we have a middle school, which is 6th, 7th, and 8th, and they have just built this hydroponic system. So in the top left corner, you see a system that is Community Action Center in Pullman's system. And Sue Guyette has worked with our students to develop our own system based on this funky old furniture store that we're in. We don't have a lot of space, and so the students actually researched a design that would work for us. And they are using this vertical system. They have 80 plants started, and ultimately where we want to go is, we've talked to Adam. In the future, we would like to work with him and other farmers to be able to grow for our school. And to do that, we need some great caterer like Kitchen Counter Patty, somebody who knows how to use local and seasonal food and to put that together. We need a commercial kitchen. So we need something like that Grange so that we have a place that great caterer can have a consistent rental for us. And then to do that, we're going to have to build some more infrastructure in the school. But it's possible, and we're excited about it.